Hello, my name is Mike, and I have a ton of free credit repair information to share with you today. You'll learn how I took my credit score from a terrible 540 to an excellent 723 in just a short time. I know how stressful and how difficult it can be to have bad credit, and how great it feels to put it all behind you. I didn't hire anyone to help me with my credit, and that's not what this video is about. I didn't do anything illegal either, like assuming a new identity or lying about anything on my credit report. In fact, everything I'm going to share with you can be found online. The problem is, it's practically impossible to find among all the myths about credit, the hype, and the scams. The system that I've developed came out of my own needs when I was desperate for a solution. You see, in the past, I didn't care that much about my credit. The truth is, I'd been a little careless with my bills. Sometimes I paid bills late, even when I had money in the bank. Stupid, right? But trust me, I've learned my lesson since then. I found out just how serious credit can be when I went into the Volkswagen dealership a few months ago to buy a new car. I was so excited and really looking forward to driving home in a brand new car. You can probably imagine my shock when the sales guy ran my credit check and came back with the bad news. My score was a 540. What he explained to me next really made me sick. I needed a 680 or above to get approved with a good rate on a car loan, and I would need a 720 or higher to get the best rate possible. Well, I almost didn't get the car. The loan I was approved for was at a much higher interest rate and cost me $143 a month more than what it should have. That's $6,864 over 4 years. What a ripoff. I realized as I left the dealership, bad credit was robbing me of cash, and the worst part was I didn't know what I could possibly do about it. Back then, I didn't even know how to check my credit report, but I knew I needed to figure this stuff out, and so I decided to educate myself and see what I could do about it. I've learned a lot about credit repair in the last few months. I did a ton of research, and much of what I learned came as a big surprise. Let me explain. According to a study published by the U.S. Public Interest Research Group, 79% of credit reports contain errors. Many of these errors cause serious harm to your credit rating. At best case, they're costing you hundreds of dollars per month due to higher fees on car loans, home loans, or other credit lines. Worst case, they may be costing you thousands, or keep you from ever getting a new car, owning your own home, or even getting a good credit card with cash back or rewards. Now, when I first learned this, I was stunned. I mean, a credit report is some sort of official document, right? It has to be correct, doesn't it? I did some more digging, and I finally figured something out. You see, it's actually in a bank or mortgage company's favor for there to be mistakes on your credit report. Think about it this way. If your score appears lower than it should, then the lender has an excuse to offer you higher interest rate loans, even though your actual risk to them is not that high. They get to charge you more money and make more profit for themselves. It's not fair, and I'm going to show you how you can even the score. Here's something else I learned that truly surprised me. Have you ever heard that a negative item on your credit report is required to stay for 7 years? Well, that's what I'd always heard. It seems like anyone you ask will tell you the same thing. Well, remember the bills that I paid late? Those really were late payments. And so I'd always thought if it's on my credit report and it's true, then I have no choice but to wait 7 years until it's gone. But here's what I discovered about the 7-year myth. Credit bureaus are private companies. They operate for profit, and they're in the business of buying and selling financial gossip about you. There is no legal requirement that they keep this information about you or make it available to others. Now, there is a federal law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or the FCRA for short. This law places limits, that's where the 7 years comes from, on how long an item can stay on your credit report. It does not require that the credit bureau report for any set length of time. So the law is actually designed to protect you. Disputing items that appear on your credit report, whether in error or not, is just your way of saying, hey, I'm not okay with corporate fat cats gossiping about my finances and invading my privacy for their own profit. We're going to get into this a little more in the next video, but for now, I want you to know that there are a few simple tricks that make getting items removed from your credit report really very easy. After all of my research, I was able to simplify everything that I learned into 3 easy steps. We'll cover each step in a series of short videos that I will send to you day by day by email as we go along. I call the steps that I took the Credit Repair Solution Program, and I bet that they will work for you as well. I don't have anything to sell you. This is all free information, so please relax and enjoy the content. Let me tell you a little bit more about these videos before we go on. First, they're only going to be online for a very short time. And you might be wondering, why would I share any of this for free? The truth is, I'm considering creating a simple do-it-yourself guide to credit repair. The content in this free video series would be part of that guide. I want to make sure that it's easy to follow and of the highest quality possible. And the best way for me to get feedback on what I've done so far is to give it away in the form of these videos for a limited time. So please, take advantage of this opportunity while it's still available. One more thing. I'm going to share with you an organized plan for improving your credit score. This isn't just a bunch of information that will leave you wondering what to do next. As long as you follow the step-by-step process, you will improve your credit score. So go ahead and enter your email to the right, and I'll send you the first video right away. And don't worry, I won't send you any junk email, and I won't share your email address either. I'm excited to help you get started, and I'll see you on the inside.